Hey guys! Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I wanted to go in depth on possibly the weirdest and worst subreddit of all time, besides that one where you come on game cartridges.
Oh no!
We're talking about r/NiceGuys. And for the next video, I should go into r/NiceGirls because they are objectively just as bad or worse. But today we're focusing on the men, and hopefully none of you guys are like this because, to be honest, these guys are really delusional and have no social skills when it comes to women. But let's just get into the video. Okay, so from the title, I think this one's about a final night stand. Now, at first I didn't know what this meant. I've only heard of one night stand, so I actually had to look this one up, and they mean the same fucking thing. So I'm just gonna be calling it a one night stand from now on because that's what I've been accustomed to. Dude, what the fuck is up with this guy's language? It's possibly the emojis with every, like, 4 words, but that date was lovely. I was wondering that if you really want to go out again. I had a really good time and would love to see that smile. I had a nice time the other night and appreciate you taking the time to meet me and pay for my meal, but I'm not feeling a match romantically, but I genuinely wish you the best going forward. Are you sure? I have a Weatherspoons voucher and you are the first woman that I genuinely thought of as more than just a first night stand. So Amy, do you want to make me the happiest man this Sunday? So I genuinely do not get this. You're usually not supposed to meet them or talk to them again after the night stand. Especially after you pay them. But, you know, maybe he thought this was more than just casual sex. Thanks for the message. I'm going to be clear that I don't feel the same way, and I'm not interested in meeting up again. I wish you the best, but this isn't something I want to continue. I'm also not that easy. Not that easy? Are you minding you were flirting with the server the whole time we were there, you bitch? I've had girls better looking than you 100 times this year. It doesn't even matter. I've got a date planned for next week from the someone I met. Jesus Christ. Is it... What? So, what's more disturbing than his language is the way he texts. I don't know if I'm the one here or if he is, because it's... God. I think that's really out of line. I would not count saying please and thank you to the waiter as flirting. I honestly tried to come across as nice and tried to just end this in a nice and understanding way. But it seems like you can't understand that and just turn to insults and talk about your friends. So let me make this clear. Please do not contact me. I am not interested in pleasuring you or a second date. Whore, I bet you when you said I forgot my coat, you went back and got his number. Honestly, it's dumb bitches like you which are destroying society, and you would rather date that waiter boy, not even a real job, instead of me, an actual man who works out and likes boobs. Fuck you. When you can't get anyone else, don't come crying back to me, whore.
We live in a society where people sit behind their screens and they talk shit.
I honestly don't have time for this. It's pointless, and what I'm saying is obviously not going through your head. An actual man who works out is a joke in itself, and I hope no woman is ever naive enough to fall for your trap, you freak. Please do not contact me anymore. Hashtag delusional. I'm quirky. So I'm just gonna say that this is more directed towards yourself than the woman in the conversation because you're delusional. Okay, so this one's a little bit easier to read because this guy actually uses good punctuation, which is the only good thing about him, okay? Hey, I had a lot of fun last weekend. Was wondering if you were up for something tomorrow. I really enjoyed talking to you, and you're also really gorgeous for someone like you. I never expected for us to mesh so nicely. Hi, I had a great time too. You were really good company, but I don't feel anything romantic towards you. I wouldn't mind going out again if you were willing to be only friends. And then it switches up so suddenly. It goes from nice, casual rejection to I'm going to murder you in your sleep. What the fuck do you mean by that? All I did was stand by you the whole night, open doors, and take care of the bill. You're telling me you don't want to continue this after getting the most expensive Chardonnay off the fucking menu? You're missing out on one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet, and I hope you feel like it. I don't go for a bitch like you for no reason. I tried to step out of my zone and give someone some time, but my effort was thrown around like nothing. I just don't get why I even try. You'll get yourself with the next man who walks across the street. Will he treat you well? Probably not. But it's not like you care, clearly, because the only thing you care about is our wallets. So what's common amongst the nice guys community is that they like to call themselves the greatest guys of all time. Absolutely perfect. Chivalry is not dead. But the thing is, it's clearly dead when it's around you. Because when people say that they are the greatest guys of all time, aka they have Nothing wrong with them. They have no ounce of personality. They have no ups and downs. That just makes them the greatest guy of all time, I assume. They usually aren't. Hey, I don't think it's fair for you to try and play me as a gold digger. You chose the wine and I offered to pay half, to which you told me that my company was enough. I don't see anything more in this conversation or future relationship after the way you have just spoken to me. Just because I'm not interested. Have a great rest of your life. Oh, the plot thickens. He chose the wine. She offered to pay half and he was like, nah, I'll pay for it. And then immediately goes on to use it against her, which is what such a great guy would do, definitely. No! Huh. So you listen to me when it's fancy restaurants and nice drinks, but you couldn't give two shits about my feelings. I just don't get girls like you. What do you think is out there? Because let me tell you, there are no nice, kind of respectful dudes out there. The moment you wear your heart on your chest, they don't fucking care. You can say have a nice life, because I will have a nice life. I'm with a grateful girl who will love, appreciate, and care for me. You, nothing comes to unappreciative bitches like you. So you know what? You have a good life. I don't need your luck. Save it for yourself, bitch. So kind. So respectful. I was wrong about this guy. You're so respectful, but yet every 4 sentences you call her a bitch. That's really kind. He is really perfect. This one's a little bit simpler than all the other ones, but it's just as horrifying. What's up with your sexy, fine, extremely fuckable ass, baby? What's wrong with you? Wow, that is the first time I've ever given a lady a compliment and she actually has the nerve to ask me what's wrong with me. It's not me that anything is wrong with, it's you. Because you apparently do not even know how to handle a compliment or actually against men who give you any compliments. But either way, I'm sorry for giving you a compliment and you will never have to worry about me ever again. And I'm a man of my words. So it's actually not a compliment. It's called objectification. I don't know if you know the difference between those because for you it blurs. This is not how you introduce yourself, gentlemen. This is not how you introduce yourself at all. Usually you introduce yourself with your name, your interests. I was about to say like they're a con artist. Do you have a pyramid scheme I could try out? But normally, like I said before, you introduce yourself with your name, your interests, and possibly with a hello. But no, that's compliment about her ass. That's pretty cool, I guess. Please do not ever be like these guys. If you are, unsubscribe. But if you aren't, please subscribe. God, that was such a cheap way to get subscribers. I'm never doing that again.